Okay, so as you can see, Kenneka Jenkins' mother is suing for 50 million against the hotel. And this was part of my investigation, my personal amateur investigation, was that they need to be negligent regardless of if there was a murder or foul play involved. I had always said that regardless, either someone is negligent or there was foul play, or both. You know, the negligence could have led to foul play in this case. The negligence of not having your security doing what they're supposed to be doing, which is checking security cameras, especially when they are notified that a girl has gone missing, is negligence. And if something happened to her which was foul play in that time, then that is still negligence, regardless. So the hotel can be done, and all those companies involved can be done for negligence. There still could have been foul play involved in the case, just so you understand that part. You can believe in both, but 100% someone needed to pay for this. You can see it says the family of Kenneka Jenkins, who was found dead in a freezer in a hotel in northwest suburban Rosemont last year, has filed a lawsuit seeking 50 million in damages. The lawsuit filed Tuesday by Jenkins' mother, Teresa Martin, alleges that the Crowne Plaza hotel staff, its security staff, and a restaurant at the hotel are responsible for her daughter's death. Jenkins, 19, was pronounced dead on September 10, 2017, a day after she went missing from a hotel room party at the hotel, according to Rosemont police. And then it goes on to explain that she was found in the freezer and that her death was ruled as an accident caused by hypothermia, which I still think there is still reason to doubt that. Her funeral last year drew crowds of more than 1,000 mourners and spurred dozens of conspiracy theories on social media. And it's easy to call these things conspiracy theories. It's always going to be called a conspiracy theory when it doesn't align with what they want you to believe. And then obviously here explains what we kind of already know, that she went missing from the hotel party. She was left outside the room, went down in the elevator by herself and wandered around the hotel till she found the kitchen, as you all know. But there was one little bit I thought was very interesting. Read this. It says, the lawsuit alleges that the hotel failed to secure a dangerous area or have competent staff, with counts of negligence and premises liability against the hotel, FF and Realty, Capital Security and Investigations, and Murray Bros, Caddyshack, a restaurant that leased the kitchen at the hotel. Okay, so with all this, we're using a different kitchen. Do you remember when I made those videos? They said they were using a different kitchen. They weren't using the same kitchen. I was correct 100%. Okay, we looked at the maps. We looked at how they even worded the documents. It was obvious that they were using the same kitchen. And it says here, investigations into Murray Bros Caddyshack, which they were in charge of that kitchen at the time. Which is why they even, if you watch back my videos, they changed the... They put an article out in the newspaper, in the news, to promote them having this restaurant in the Crowne Plaza, this particular hotel. Then, very short time after, Kenneka was found dead in the hotel. They then left it for a bit and then put another article out saying, we're opening a hotel, so I keep saying hotel, we're opening a restaurant in the hotel. As if that was the first time they had said it. So that they wasn't connected to this investigation into Kenneka Jenkins' death. So they made out that they hadn't even put anything out there to let the public know they were opening a restaurant in this hotel. They had two different articles that they put in the paper, in the news. And I will put the videos to this of mine at the end so you can watch it. Okay? But that's what they did. They didn't want to be connected to this, and it proves here that they are. And you, like I said, you know the status of this man. He's a famous actor, a famous film, the Caddyshack. That's why, it's all money. This is also very interesting, where it says, according to the lawsuit, the hotel and security staff ignored multiple notifications that there were dozens of people in the hotel room where Jenkins was, which had a 4-person occupancy, that a smoke detector in the room had been disabled, and that there was a strong odour of an intoxicant coming from the room, which was obviously marijuana, weed. They knew this and still didn't kick them out. They are now pointing out all the things that we spoke about, all of us that discussed this. It says the lawsuit also alleged that Jenkins passed. Okay, this is the important part. Read what this says. The lawsuit also alleged that Jenkins passed several hotel personnel who should have prevented her from entering the kitchen and wandering through the hotel when she was visibly disoriented and in dire need of assistance. I'm sorry, I didn't see her pass no one on the footage. Who did she pass on the footage? So either this is a mistake by them, or someone knows something we don't know from this lawsuit. Teresa has been very quiet for a reason. You know, it says here that, look at the things she's suing for. Jenkins and her estate suffered damages including conscious physical pain and suffering and death, severe emotional injuries, mortification and humiliation. Okay, there's a few YouTubers that have done this, that have helped. So by you acting the way you've acted against her, you've basically helped her. That's how karma works. Loss of wages, funeral expenses, and several other damages, the lawsuit said. Okay? People who believe this is a psyop, they want to believe this is a psyop, they can. I have nothing against anyone believing this is a psyop if they are genuine. They're not being disrespectful. I personally don't believe this is a psyop at all. The cover-up part, the mystery part, is because it's been covered up, and therefore people create conspiracy theories, and it depends on their own perspective. Everyone has their own perspective. I will link this in the description for this article. I'm very happy that she's still fighting, and I knew she was still fighting. You can go and do your research and find out she's still fighting. I just don't see the point in reiterating things that were already been said. I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but like I said, if I find something new, I will put it up, and that's what I'm doing. This is going to be one of my news reviews, so there may be a discussion on this on a live, but I'm just going to keep up on this, and anything new I will post, but it's not going to be repetitive like some people going over and over and over the same thing. I don't do that. I say what I say, and then you can see what I've said and go back to it. Otherwise it's repeating. I want fresh information I can help expose. This isn't about finding out what happened to her. It is, but I mean, it's more for me about exposing it so that it is noticed and taken seriously. And if lots of us do this respectfully, then that's what could happen. But this is a fight that will go on for a little while. 50 million.